You bitch!
And you heard, smoking's very bad for the lungs, and I'd hate you to run out of breath before I get the truth.
About what?
The cocaine. How'd you slip it to Marlene?
Can't remember. They say dope wipes out your memory cells.
You better start remembering, or Harvey's going to look very pretty compared to you.
Yeah, you touch me and the top dog will deal with you.
Oh, I doubt that very much. Reb and I might do things differently, but we both hate pushers.
Oh, you're really stupid. Who do you think brought it in the first place? Father Christmas?
All right, you lot. Here they are. Burke and McRae. Just remember the rules.
What a lovely... Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
All that garbage about giving away the rackets, you're bloody running them.
Right, 10 out of 10. Where does it get you? I'm the one with the juicy bone, you're the runt in the litter.
The women.
The women will do what I say. The top dog gives them what they want. And for that, they'll lick my boots.
Not when they hear about this, they won't.
I'll go into your yank mate. She's the only one who'll listen to you.
Don't you bet on it.
I can just hear it now. Mara wants her job back. What a bunch of sour grapes.
You are scum, Keen.
No, I'm top dog.
First time anyone's done that in a while.
Yeah? Well, nobody has to like their own when Frankie's around.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, you know.
Oh, nasty, horrible man.
Will you keep your hands to yourself?
See me later and I'll kiss you better.
Uncle Gary thinks just because he's in pants he's got it made.
That's what Lou seems to think, isn't it?
The other one's all right, though, isn't he?
Yeah, at least he's not so bloody pushy.
How come Myra's dark on him?
I don't know, love. She's probably just in a bad mood. Did you think to smuggle some food up to Jane Doe?
Yeah, not that it did any good. Do you think she's really dumb? Oh, I don't think so. Well, she doesn't speak and she certainly can't hear me. I think the poor girl must be deaf.
You really scored yourself a fun cellmate, didn't you, Fitz?
Oh, it's nothing to laugh at, Bobby. I think she's more frightened than anything else.
Look, I'm going to go and check on Myra, okay? You take over, Myra.
I wish Reb hadn't called off the cockroach races. She didn't do it forever, though, did she? Excuse me?
Yep.
Oh, not you.
G'day.
Hi.
Jeff's the name.
Rabbit. And this is Bobby. G'day. And Pixie. How do you do, Deb?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be on for a bit of a flutter, wouldn't you?
Well, that depends.
She means gambling.
Of course I did.
Well, someone running a book.
Oh, better than that. We've got our own races. Cockroach races.
You're kidding.
No, seriously, in here of a night.
Sounds interesting. The only trouble is a bit short of the ready.
No worries, we'll stake ya.
Well, betting's okay with Myra then.
Myra?
Yeah, yeah, the lady you sorted me out a while ago. Well, she's top dog, isn't she?
Oh,
She was. She's top dog now, Reb King.
I better introduce myself. G'day, I'm Jeff McRae. This is Frank Burke.
Isn't that nice? I want to talk to you now.
Right up yourself, man.
That's cool. You always like that?
Oh, Reb's all right.
Tell you what, come and meet the unbeaten champion Aussie. What? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, just stay away from him altogether. He could be trouble, and you've got better things to do. Like what? Like watching out for Desmond. She knows it was me that slipped Warren the dope. Relax. Still got her right where I want her.
Oh, God. What the hell's going on in here?
Guess who fed the coke to Marlene? Keen.
You're kidding. How do you know that?
These. Remember how Marlene said she gave her one? They're spiked.
Oh, it's possible, I suppose. You going to front her with it?
I already have. She turned round as cool as a cucumber and told me she'd been running the drug rackets all along.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what Kelly said, isn't it? Well, she fooled me, though.
Ah, she's got everyone on side. And why not? She's given them exactly what they want.
What they think they want. You've got to tell them, Myra.
Oh, what's the point? They'd only say I was saying it to get back on top.
Myra, somebody's got to tell them. They've got to know they're headed for trouble.
Right now, Keen's in the driver's seat. Don't worry. I'm going to fix her. As soon as I work out how.
Oh, here he is. How are you, Aussie, me old mate? Gets really excited before a big race.
He's a tough little mongrel, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good, strong legs. You can see he's got spirit.
It's only a bloody cockroach, gee.
Oh, yeah, well, you collected a few bucks on him.
Oh, stakes get really high then.
Yeah, we've had up to $50 going here at a time. Hey, listen, you wouldn't say anything to the Screws, would you? They don't know anything about this.
Don't worry, Mal. We don't talk to Screws either. You know, I could run him up a nice little house if I could get my hands on some carpentry gear.
Jeez, that'd be ace. Oh, gee, Jeff, it's really going to be good having someone like you around the place. Don't you reckon, Bob?
Oh, I reckon.
Enjoying yourself, McRae?
Oh, just having a little chat, Miss Ferguson.
Yes, I can see that. A real cosy one.
Not what you're thinking, lady.
Miss Ferguson.
Sorry, Miss Ferguson.
I dare say you imagine life in Wentworth is going to be one long sex romp, hmm?
No, I'm not the one who's got the dirty mind.
Don't answer back, McRae. Now get to the rec room. I'm putting you on report.
You do what you like.
Oh, I will. Now move it. Just keep moving, McRae.
Well. Hey, no need to be scared. What's your name? On remand, eh? Been here long? Uh-huh. Silent type. Well, words ain't everything. Feeling a bit lonesome, eh? That what's going on behind those beautiful black walls. Hey, I'm not going to eat you, sweetheart. Just maybe warm you up a bit. Mind your business, bitch. All right, I'm going. You keep, sweetheart. You do. Good to see something fires you up.
It's all right now. She's gone. Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
All the people to get stuck into, that bastard.
Yeah, picking on someone who can't even answer back, eh? You okay, love?
Oh, she can't hear you.
Well, you can bet your boots this is only the start of the trouble with the men. We're going to have to make sure she's not left alone from now on.
Hey, Pixie, how was she last night?
Oh, well, she managed to calm down, but I couldn't get through to her. She just kept reading that little book of hers as though her life depended on it.
What is it?
I don't know. She took it away before I could read it.
Poor kid. Well, we're going to have to find out what's bugging her.
Yeah.
Tried Judy with that spunk in the hospital again, eh, Fix?
Oh, half your luck. Do you reckon he fancies you?
Oh, I have no idea. But do you think I could borrow your cologne because mine ran out?
You're kidding. Oh, must be crazy. All right, you know where it is.
Oh, gosh, thanks.
You're a desperate woman, Pixie.
I'll say.
Hurry it up, ladies. We haven't got all day.
Good morning, Mrs. Barry.
Morning.
Barry.
Hurry.
Oh, watch yourself. What's this? Nice finding. Might have a loan of this. I'm a bit light on good reading. Oh, you bitch! Hey, stop it! You animal! Get going, Kelly. Get going! Stop it! Stop it at once!
Hungry?
You bet.
Your friends came in last night.
How'd it go?
Oh, not very well. That Frank, he's really awful.
Yeah, he's no friend of mine. What did he do?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, prison certainly turns people into monsters. Oh, sorry. Well, some people. I mean, I suppose it depends on your nature to start with. You have a really nice nature, I can see that. And Jeff seems nice, too.
He's a top bloke. I have no worries with him.
Yeah. I think it'll be really wonderful for us to have you and Jeff around to talk to.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think so?
Trouble is, I'm not very good around women. I'm meeting dozens of them here all at once. It's well, I tend to clam up when I just meet one girl.
Oh, you haven't clammed up with me.
No, you're easy to talk to, and why, You don't seem to be judging a person all the time.
Oh, I should hope not. We don't do that sort of thing around here. You just stick with me. I'll look after you.
Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you let us go and bring it to her? Because she wasn't got any opposition, that's why.
Yeah, well, maybe she had other reasons. She said she wasn't going to explain every move to us, and that we had to trust her.
Of course she bloody well said that.
Look, she's come up with some good lurks. At least she's big with her handouts.
Oh, they're bloody generous when it comes to getting people hooked.
Listen to me. She gives her cocaine, poisons her. You call that a good lurk?
No, it wasn't very good. I was very sick.
I know that, Rabbit. She was just trying to give you a lead.
Something weird.
Look, how was she supposed to know you were allergic to it? You must be 1 in 10 bloody cows.
Feeling all right, Rabbit?
Yep.
Always knew you were a toughie.
I've been bloody brainwashed.
You were right behind her up until yesterday.
Yeah, she pulled the wool over my eyes. I thought she turned over a new leaf, didn't I? We all did.
You're just missing being bloody top dog.
Come on.
You'd be much easier to get along with since you stepped down.
Look, I'm not saying this to get back on top, if that's what you're thinking. I just wish to God I'd never handed the job over to Keane.
Who else was there?
Yeah, that's right. At least she stands up for us. I reckon you ought to keep out of it, Myra, and let her do it her own way.
What did I tell you?
I never thought I'd score first.
Well, knock off your fantasies, can't you? I'm trying to read.
No, fantasies, mate. This dishy-looking bird I found last night in one of her cells. Ah, she came across like a beauty.
Yeah, well, she must have been desperate.
I didn't hear no complaints. Be like a thunderstorm after a drought, wouldn't it? I tell you, they'll be lining up. Even that stuck-up pixie bird, she's got a bit of fire underneath. And Lou, she's pleading for it.
You're a bloody fool, Frank. The screws are going to be watching us like hawks.
Hey, what about you, eh? Nicking off with those other two.
There was nothing in that, I told you.
Oh, come on. If that big dyke hadn't have walked in, you'd have cracked her for a double-header. No worries.
Now get your brains out of your crutch, can't you?
You know, I really wonder about you. Chance like this and any normal bloke would be falling over himself.
Don't you give me normal. Anyway, I thought you were dead set on getting out of here.
Yeah, well, maybe I was a bit hasty. Now they're letting us mix in. Sure beats hell out of Woodridge. Plenty of sex, drugs, rock and roll.
What do you mean?
Lou dropped a few hints last night. I reckon we'd be sweet if we could lay our hands on some bread.
You'd be sweet.
Now all we need's booze, eh? I've even got 1 or 2 ideas about that.
Well, how's the invalid today, Pix?
Oh, he's sitting up today.
Oh, well, I bet you can see his little knees trembling, huh? You know something, girls? She's spoon-feeding him. She's become a regular little Florence Nightingale, huh?
Yeah, well, I know what sort of treatment I'd like to give him.
Yeah, when are we getting an eyeful of this spunk, Pix?
He's a nice, sensitive person, so I wish you'd stop talking about him as if he were a hunk of meat.
Nothing wrong with a bit of meat, Pix.
Well, there is if you're a vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Hey, Mal, go and fetch me some fags, will you?
That'd be a bit risky, wouldn't it?
You dark on me or something?
No.
Myra tell you about the biscuit. Look, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to make you sick. I just thought it'd be a nice surprise.
Well, that's what I tried to tell her, Reb.
Yeah, well, won't happen again, eh?
All right.
Run along, get me those fags now, will you? They'll just think you're gone to the loo.
Okay.
Oh, and, no hard feelings, eh?
No.
Go after the dryer, Bobby. See that? Yeah, she sure knows how to win them over, doesn't she? The only way they're ever going to believe me is if they hear it from their own mouth.
And how are you going to manage that?
Right, ladies, stop what you're doing and move back to yourselves.
Oh, what the hell?
What have we done this time?
Move on.
Oh, God, stand up, sit down, roll over, bend over, keep moving.
They must be looking for the dog. Shut up.
Anything? Not a thing. So we can get back to work now, can we?
All right, ladies, return to your duties.
Bit of a waste of time, eh, Mrs. Barry?
You ought to come with me, my dear. Come along.
Oh, you can go with Mrs. Barry. She's all right.
So we made a coat out of it.
Get your under.
What gives? Got to it in time, didn't I? Well done.
Come on, Keen. Get back to the laundry.
Coming, Mrs. Slattery.
Well, they're not likely to recognise her from that.
I think you're right. Maybe I'll get something out of her this morning.
That'll be an achievement.
Oh, come in. I'll see Keen as soon as I'm free.
Certainly, Governor.
Sit down, young lady. Now, can you tell me your name? Who are you? Would you write your name here? Name? She can't read English either. Well, questioning is going to be useless.
I'm afraid so.
Well, I don't know. You say that you didn't see the incident that led up to this fight.
Oh, no. No, it all happened so suddenly.
I see. Seems a bit strange to me. Kelly's claimed that she was just minding her own business when Jane suddenly attacked her for no reason. I don't like punishing someone unless I've heard their side of the story.
No, it does seem unfair, but I can't help feeling that Kelly must have provoked her in some way. I mean, the girl has kept very much to herself since she's arrived.
But she was hostile to you when you stepped in.
Well, yes, she was.
Well, on that alone, I'll have to sustain the charge. Your privileges will be suspended until further notice. Can't see that doing her much harm. I still want to know what went on between them, though.
And I don't know whether Kelly will let it rest at this.
Yes, I know. Better keep a close eye on her. Well, that's all we can do for now.
Come along. How much longer can this go on? No communication at all.
Yes, I know. I've already rung the department. I think the problem's probably medical or psychiatric. They're sending a doctor tomorrow.
Right. Come along.
Ozzy's getting all restless, stuck in his box.
I know exactly how he feels.
Maybe you ought to rent him out and clean up on stud fees.
How can you be sure he's a male?
Oh, come
Are
on.
you kidding? Haven't you seen him peeing standing up?
Oh,
Good one, dude. Gee, Webb, I wish we could have the races again. The guys would be cool. Jeff said so.
Yeah. Okay, Ma, what happened tonight?
Are you kidding? Anya, great.
Where exactly have you stashed the goodies?
Like I said, Mara, I don't explain myself.
What the hell's going on here?
Somebody blew up the main gate, Miss Ferguson.
Don't get smart with me, Warren. Hey, Keen, the governor wants to see you.
Bobby? Keep the ball rolling, girls.
Suppose you'll all be back in Aussie. Oh, you bet. Oh, you'd be a bookie with a dead cert like him running, eh?
I don't know. I reckon Farlap will give him a bit of a nudge.
I thought you said his name was Herbie.
Yeah, well, his racing name's Farlap.
Farlap, you've got to be kidding after the way he dragged his bum last time.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen him since I've been feeding him up. He'll be running on all 8 cylinders this time.
Oh, put your money where your mouth is. It can only help my kitty.
I want odds. 10 to 1.
Ah, what?
It's $2 then. Too much, Curly. Who asked you? Warren's got heaps stashed away, haven't you?
Of course I have.
Ozzy thrashes the pants off him. You got nothing to worry about, have you?
Yeah, well, what exactly were you searching for?
Drugs. Specifically cocaine.
Coke, here.
Yes. Do you have any idea who might be supplying it?
Sorry, Mrs. Reynolds, no idea at all.
You couldn't even make a guess.
Wouldn't have the faintest. I'll certainly make some inquiries for you. Poor old Mara, eh? Really lost her grip.
What do you mean?
She's always so down on drugs. Still, it's not her fault. She's been under such a strain since Higgins died. It's a pity, but women have really lost faith in her.
Yes, I'm surprised she handed over the position to you, though.
You think I can't handle it?
No. You've shown before that you've got a strong personality.
I just hope that you use it for the good of the women.
Oh, no worries there, Mrs. Reynolds. And, anything else you want to see me about?
No.
Well, I'll certainly look into the drug thing for you. Any other help I can give, I'll be glad to.
Thank you, Keen.
Anybody was old enough to remember that. No offense.
None taken.
I would have thought you'd be old enough to remember when Greensleeves was written.
Thank you very much. I seem to have rubbed her up the wrong way for some reason. You know why?
Nah. She's a bit off blokes at the moment, but she has her reasons.
She's got no reason to get stuck into me.
Give her time. She's one hell of a lady.
Yeah?
What you do round here for kicks?
He's always smoking.
Nothing stronger. Oh, come on. I've seen you hanging around Reb. Don't tell me she hasn't got that scene under control.
Maybe we both have.
Yeah? I knew you'd be a smart chick. Well, you can tell that Frankie wouldn't mind a slice of the action.
I'll think about it.
You do that? I've got a few contacts, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Quiet, please, ladies. This is Delaney. Now, I want you to make him feel at home.
No worries, Mrs. B. We'll make you feel right at home. You bet we will. It's funnier than I
Don't,
thought.
you're going to embarrass him. Hello, Matthew. Let me introduce you. Now, this is Marlene.
Hi, Rabbit.
And this is Bobby.
G'day, I'm Bobby.
Pleased to meet you.
How's it going, Matt?
Fine.
I babysit with him at lunch. I'm sitting with him. I'll get lost. I saw him first. Don't you forget it. What difference does that make?
Look, don't. He's shy. You're going to embarrass him. You're behaving like two alley cats.
Look who's talking. It's gone. Excuse me, mate. It's your fault standing around arguing. He smiled at me. Not my fault. Sweet at me. Oh, probably had something in his eye. Something in his eye, Mum. You're just jealous. Jealous
You
of
two
you.
on about? I thought Pixie had laid a claim there.
Oh, no, her interest's strictly pure, isn't it, Pix? Yeah, well, mine's not.
You cut out that line of thinking.
I think you're absolutely disgusting.
Blonde chick's got a nice set of north.
Oh,
Pixie's the one that interests me. I reckon she'd go off like a cracker. Shut your face.
take it easy, Matt.
Yeah. I reckon Pixie will be next on my list.
Sit down, Burke. We don't play musical tables in this place.
See that? Scared witless of me.
I think I better take her this. She must be absolutely starving. Hide it. She's probably too scared to come in. Miss Ferguson, may I leave the room? I won't be a tick.
Make it snappy, Mason.
Thank you. Hey, wait! This isn't your room. You'll get into trouble. Now I understand the book. So Lou has it. Oh.
What have you got there, Mason? Come on, show me. Oh, Mason, I am surprised at you. I think the governor will be too.
Right, letters, ladies and gentlemen.
Which was Father Christmas.
Yeah, Mitchell. Bobby.
Oh, Mrs. B.
Letter.
Oh, beauty.
Murray and Brian. Oh, one for me.
Good news?
It's a bloody chain letter.
Into the rubbish with it, bud. Could I have an Indian walk in tonight?
What for?
I'll tell you later, but keep it very quiet, okay?
Okay.
Desmond. Oh, and
Thank
Warren.
you.
Where's Warren? Where do you think you're going, Burke? You know the rules. Men are not allowed to leave the recreation area without an officer.
I was just going to point Percy, missus. You're welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
Hardly watch your language. You're excused.
Now, Delaney and McRae? Right.
Sorry, Mrs. Barron.
Letter for you, Warren.
Oh, beauty. Guess what? I just saw the freak with the new girl and Pixie going towards the governor's office, and she looked filthy on both of them.
You took your time.
Didn't know where you got to.
Yeah, well, the screws don't visit here so often.
What do you want to see me about?
This and that. Those, drug contacts you were on about. They for real?
Frankie's always on the level. You said anything to Red?
Not yet. Like to be sure of my facts first.
Yeah? Me too. Listen, sweetheart. I'm thinking of getting my own little racket going. You want to help?
Depends what it is.
Booze. Can you get hold of some sugar and yeast?
Maybe.
You do that for me and Frankie will do the rest.
Listen, I don't play downstairs maid for nobody.
Oh, who said anything about that? We're equal partners, right? Good match for each other, I'd say.
Oh, you would you?
It's a deal, then?
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do? Shake on it?
I've got a better idea.
Then who does it belong to?
I don't know, Mrs. Reynolds.
Mason had the goods in her hand when I entered the cell, Governor.
Pixie, I know you don't like drugs and have never used them, but you must tell me the truth. Is it hers?
I think our little non-speaking friend here understands a lot more than she lets on. Now, just what were you two doing in Kelly's cell, Was it some kind of a plant?
I'll ask the questions, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, no, it wasn't anything like that.
Then what were you doing there? I don't understand why they weren't found during the cell search. Were you responsible for concealing them then, Pixie? If you persist in remaining silent, I'll have to charge you with possession. No visiting rights or buy-up for 1 month.
Governor, this is a criminal offence. I strongly recommend a term in solitary.
You'll have to face the VJ, I'm afraid, Pixie. That'll be all. Mason, I hope the person you're covering for is worth it.
Love one your father's house.
That's the worst song I've ever heard.
Oh, do you mind? It's better than that punk stuff you listen
What
to.
would you know about punk? What would you know?
Where'd you get to?
I've been to my cell. The bloody stuff's been nicked. What? All of it.
What gives, Mason? She's got something to do with it. She's just been up before Reno.
Bitch!
Leave it to me.
What are we going to do? You'll have to get some more in.
Oh, brilliant. Any ideas on how? Can't exactly bring a parcel in now. Reno's sniffing around like a drain rat.
Well, what about the freak?
What about it? We haven't exactly come up with the goods on Lynn for her, have we? Well, not yet. No. I've still got one more favour to call on.
I couldn't say a thing. I just stood there.
Well, you did the right thing. Lagging doesn't help.
I know, but the VJ, it's just not fair. I could get extra time.
Don't worry about it, Pix. Red won't let you take the rap.
For God's sake, Bobby, grow up. What do you think Keen's going to say? Of course it was my dope, Mrs. Reynolds. A friend was just stashing it for me.
I don't know. Red will think of something.
Red doesn't give a stuff about Pixie. When are you lot going to grow up? She's running this place on drugs, and she doesn't give a damn who carries the can. Look, Keen, Pixie's taken the rap for your coke, and I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah, you and Hell's Angels. Well, what about you, you bloody little sneak? Snooping around in Lou's dorm. What have you got to say for yourself? Well,
I was just trying to help the new girl.
You shut up! And you, that bloody won't take care of herself. And no snooping again. Understood? Just a minute.
Yes, Reb.
Good. I'm going to get you off this time.
How?
It's time you lot realised I run this place my way. Now, how about we get some work done around here? That means you too, Desmond.
You're saying Pixie's innocent?
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds. And I don't like to see her punished for something she hasn't done.
Can you prove it?
Well, I can tell you who they did belong to, but I need some sort of guarantee that the information's confidential.
I don't do trade-offs, Keen.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Mrs. Reynolds. It's just that I need to know I won't be exposed for lagging. Most of the women wouldn't agree with me. I've always thought it was a stupid code, especially when people like Pixie have to suffer.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Myra never saw it that way. One of the reasons she cracked, I reckon. If the women know I've talked to you, they'll lose confidence in me, and I can't afford that.
All right, this is just between us.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. The drugs were Kelly's. Pixie swore she found them in the dorm just by accident.
I thought Kelly was a friend of yours.
Oh, not if she pushes dope. I've had my suspicions for some time. I reckon she made contacts when she was outside.
All right, Keen. Is that all?
Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds. Oh, about Myra. Has Mr. Sutton said anything?
No.
Thought he might have. Supposed to know about people when they're going over the edge, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Look, Myra's done a lot for me. And, I don't like to see what's happening to her. The lies, the violence.
What violence?
Well, the bashings a while back.
Are you saying Myra was responsible?
We wouldn't say anything then, and even now we deny it officially. But she's sick. Really sick. I'd say she needs help. Maybe even hospitalisation.
What else do you want us to put on it?
Oh, whatever you like. Pictures, newspaper clippings, any strange or unusual thing you can lay your hands on.
Hey, we could use your old sneakers. That way we could have smell-o-rama.
Get off!
The idea is to sort of get together and have a joint work of art. The theme should be freedom.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What you want's a big bit of chipboard on a frame. Now, if they let me into the workshop, I can knock one up for you.
Yeah, could you? That'd be great.
Piece of cake. Used to do a lot of carpentry.
Hey, that would be great.
Read the books, eh?
Oh, read a bit.
Oh, me too, all the time.
Oh, yeah, I never noticed. What sort of subjects are you into?
Astronomy, mainly.
Ah, me too. I'm an Aries. Very sexy.
That's astrology, you bloody thickhead.
I know.
I've got this really good comic back in my dorm called Zombies from Another Planet. Do you want me to go get it for you?
That's kid stuff. There's an atlas around here somewhere with all pictures of planets and
Oh,
things.
yeah, right. I'll find it. It's here somewhere. I saw it.
My idea.
I think I'm being got at.
Oh, they're really nice once you get to know them. Hey, sit down. We'll have a bit of a chat. I thought it'd be something to try.
I'm sure that's how it'll be.
Oh, get Bruno just had me in. I reckon Mason shopped you.
Stinking little bitch.
Ellie, you wanted?
Hey, be careful what you say.
Ding, 1, 2, 3. Well, that should pick her up loud and clear.
Yeah, but how are you going to make her talk?
Well, I've got a plan. I'm setting it up for after tea.
Yeah, well, I hope it doesn't backfire on you.
So do I.
Thank you. I don't suppose we could sit together.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Thanks for looking after me. I reckon today would have floored me if it wasn't for you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'll see you afterwards.
Plate for you?
Thanks, Jim.
Close to him yet?
Oh, don't be silly.
Pass us the salt, will you, Rabbit? You deaf or something? I said pass us the salt.
Would you mind telling her that I'm not speaking to her?
Bloody hell.
Is this because of Matthew?
Oh, Matthew, get who? Oh, I'm an Aries. They're very sexy. I don't even know why you bother to hog him if you're going to shoot lines like that.
I said I'm not talking to you.
Got something to say to you in private later.
Oh, yeah? What have we got private to say?
Oh, one or two things. I've got a proposal to make.
Didn't know you cared.
Could be to your advantage. In our dorm after tea.
You're on.
That's right. The little bitch shot me.
Little Miss Pixie.
Who else? I'm up before the VJ.
Dirty little lamb.
You want to help me get it?
Why not?
Hi. good to see you looking better.
You're going home tomorrow?
Oh, that's ridiculous. You're not nearly up to it. I am. Don't you dare try and talk me out of it. I've had enough trouble convincing the staff here that I'm fit enough. Does the doctor know you live alone? No, and don't you tell him. All right, but if you insist on leaving here to come home with me... Oh, please, Anne. That's very kind of you, but I'll be perfectly all right. I need time alone to think in my own surroundings. Well, if you say so. You haven't come to a decision, then? No. Oh, I've been over it and over it and over it. Chris has been a wonderful friend, and Alison Webb's been terrific. But I'm the one that has to decide. I just need time to think. I know. I'll come and collect you in the morning. Well, Chris is already doing that. He's going to take me to see Philip's grave on the way home. Do you think that's wise? I don't know. Meg, I wish there was something I could do to help. Well, you can come and visit me tomorrow night. Thank you.
Need a bodyguard now, do we?
Wait outside. All right, what's his proposal?
You certainly fooled me, Keen. Conned me into handing over the job. But that was my mistake, and I'll have to learn to live with it.
You haven't got much choice, have you?
I want to make a deal with you.
Oh, yeah?
Look, I know you're going to run the drug rackets whether I like it or not. So I'm prepared to back you and not make any waves on one condition. You keep it down to grass and hash.
Grass and hash, nobody gets hooked on that stuff.
Exactly.
Well, that's not the way I want it. They're going to need the hard stuff, and I'll supply it. It's as simple as that.
You could have killed Marlene.
Yeah, well, I didn't, did I? So she's allergic to coke. There's plenty of other ways to keep her in line.
Don't you care about the women at all?
Bugger the women. The only one I give a stuff about is me. So you can stick your proposals. I'm not making deals with anyone.
Gosh, it's awfully quiet in here.
What do you expect? I've got no one to talk to.
Oh, Marlene, you're not still being silly, are you? Don't you know you have to resolve an argument before the sun rises? Or is it before the sun sets? Oh, anyway. Here you are. A good luck bouquet for Ozzy.
Aw, gee, thanks, Pix.
It's okay.
Here you go, champ. That'll snazz you up the apartment a bit, eh?
He'll only eat them.
Oh, actually, he won't because they're not real. And anyway, cockroaches don't eat flowers.
See, she has to be a smartass. How do you expect me to make anything up with her when she always has to knock everything?
Look, what is wrong with you two? It's not because of Matthew, is it? Because if it is, I think you're both being very childish.
Childish? That's easy for you to say. He makes a beeline for you every time he sees you.
Yeah, what did you two get up to in hospital anyway?
Yeah.
Bobby, it's not like that at all. I just want to be his friend, and you could too if you didn't embarrass him all the time. Don't you know he's shy?
Reckon?
Yeah, and he doesn't want to see two friends fighting over him all the time. Oh, I almost forgot something. It's a little racing stable and a cover for Ozzy.
Oh, gee, thanks, Pix. It's all embroidered with his racing colours and everything. Geez, you're clever.
I reckon you two are bloody stupid. Fancy making so much fuss over a stupid cockroach.
Yeah, well, I don't hear you complaining when you make money off him. I reckon he's the best.
Yeah, Bobby, don't be such a sourpuss.
Shows you what this place does to you, eh? Making a hero out of a cockroach. There you go. Something to run on.
You going to back him then?
Suppose.
I reckon he's going to knock spots off that old farlap.
Oh, I tore it.
Oh, well, listen, never mind, Pix. We've got to go. We're running late.
Oh, all right. Well, you take the stable and I'll mend this. I'll see you later.
Thanks. Oh, can you just grab my book for me?
Better bloody be good. This is me last 50 cents.
Okay, ladies, last bets, please. We're about to start the race. 2 to 1 on Aussie's the best I can do.
What about Farlap?
I'll give you 10 to 1.
Righto. Always had a soft spot for outsiders. What about $2?
You're going to be off your brain, Red.
Come on, he hardly moved last time.
Oh, well, everyone has their off days, eh?
Yeah, I'll say.
You set? No worries. Sure he's not going to look any different?
Okay, that's it.
Same nail polish, mate. Only this little beauty is going to beat the crap out of all of them.
Okay, everybody, starting positions, please. Here. Put them all in here.
It's just you and me now. I know you can do this. Come on, Aussie.
Go, Aussie.
Wait, my freak's coming. Hang on. What's going on? Now, just what seems to be so fascinating about this table? You're not throwing dice, are you?
Oh, no, nothing like that, Mr.
Well, something's going on. And what seems to be your trouble, Warren?
I just hiccup, Miss Ferguson.
Would you not care to share the joke? Having a little personal problem now, are we? Or are you just being a clown as usual?
I think I must have fleas, Miss Ferguson.
No doubt, they feel quite at home. Now, whatever your joke is, you lot, don't count on keeping it. Because I'm going to be checking you very carefully all night.
Your horse bolted.
Aussie, thanks, Jeff. I thought I was going to burst.
All right, that's it for the races for tonight. You nearly blew that one, Marlene. Where's Pixie got to?
I don't know, she's in the dorm somewhere. She'll be around in a moment.
Oh, gee. I didn't know the break was going to come. I was going to ask her if she wanted to place the bed.
Not leaving, are you, Keen?
I've got a little surprise for everyone.
Hate you to miss out.
Oh, good. Is it bigger than a bread box?
All on your lonesome, eh, Wog?
Where's your friend, turnip head?
She can't bloody hear you. Check the other dorms, Fran. Thought you could get away with bashing me, did you?
You dirty Wog. You bitch!
She's Bobby Sell.
I'm busy. Forget it, Lou. We're after Pixie, remember? Shut up! She's not going to tell anybody, is she? You'll keep it.
Right, let's get her.
Lagged on me, didn't you?
wrong?
You got off all me goodies and then you lagged to Renner.
I didn't mention you. I swear, I didn't say anything.
And rat spit ice cream. Watch the door.
No, please.
No one would believe me. So I'd like you to hear it all from Her Majesty's own voice.
Nobody gets hooked on that stuff.
It's my Walkman.
Yes, it is hers, isn't it?
What's going on, Myra?
Just a little conversation between me and your leader
A
here.
private conversation?
That's what they said about Watergate.
Well, I want to hear it anyway.
Yeah, well, that's not the way I want it. They'll need the hard stuff, and I'll bring it in. It's as simple as that. You could have killed Marlene. Yeah, well, I did I? So she's allergic to coke. There's plenty of other ways to keep her in line. Don't you care about the women at all? Bugger the women. Anyone who give a stuff about it is me. So you can stick your proposals. I'm not making deals. Oh, very smart. What does that prove?
What do you think it proves?
You've blown it, Keen, with everybody.
Come! You must help quick. They are getting Pixie.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around.